All right, you're gonna get the full frontal baldness today. I shaved my head finally. It is what it is. Uncle Fester reporting in. My girl's eating her breakfast. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how the bad days always pass, and it makes the good days that much easier. And try not to sweat the small stuff. I still struggle with that kind of stuff every day of every week. It's a battle, and it takes a lot of time. So yeah, on your bad days, when you're struggling, not every day is going to be that way. And it's the saying, this too shall pass. I always try to think of that when I'm having a rough day. It always passes. Time doesn't stop for anybody. Time doesn't stop for your job. You're going to get off that shift. You're going to get through that struggle. Just like how the good times run their course. Bad times do as well. You have to constantly remember that, because sometimes when you're in the pits, you just think it's going to last forever, and you decide to use whatever substance. It doesn't last forever. It never does. Like, stuff I'm stressing about today doesn't even faze me in 3 days. Bothers me because when I'm stuck in that moment being triggered and angry, it never matters the next month unless it's something substantially serious. Obviously, then that's a whole other topic. But a lot of the small stuff we get upset about, it has no bearing on anything. Really doesn't. But like when I wake up and I'm not feeling good, now here's a fact. In the past 3 years, I've only missed a total of, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks of working out, right? And that's because of influenza A, COVID, and I was traveling 3 separate weeks. And I'm pretty sure during COVID, I worked out all the muscle 3 days while having COVID. Influenza A, really bad flu. I'm pretty sure, I don't think I worked out that week. I might have worked out a bit, and then I just couldn't. Like, that was terrible. COVID was pretty bad too, the first round of it. And I still worked out. It wasn't the best, most efficient workout. I mean, COVID kicked my butt too, man. But so always consistent with that. I use the gym is like my antidepressant, right? Like just working out in general. It really soothes my mind. I'm not always happy. There are low days, there are rough days, and I'm tired a lot, but you got to keep on trucking. You always got to get back up. So, yeah, I'm very proud of my consistency with it. And I've always had my workout stints, and I've had my, like 2017, I didn't work out nearly as much, and it definitely showed mentally and physically. I highly recommend physical fitness, but, there's mornings where I wake up and I'm like, man, I do not want to do this. I don't want to do it, but I'll force myself to do it. And then on the easier days where I get up and I'm ready to go, it's a cakewalk. Always push through the harder times. That'll build that foundation for the easy times. And then when you encounter another difficult time, you'll have the tools to push through it and the mentality to push through it. Like a lot of very successful people will tell you, like, they look at challenges as a good thing. Like Jocko Willink. I mean, I watch that guy from time to time. Wes Watson, they'll tell you, like, when something's frustrating them, it's good. They don't want to go do something good. They're going to go do it. This is difficult, good. They're going to figure it out. When this person's whining about this one thing they can't do, they don't care. It's good. Go do it. They look at challenges as a positive thing instead of like constantly being dilapidated and negative and just sitting around and not doing anything about it. They crush through the walls and barriers, right? David Goggins, love his book, love the dude's philosophy. Incredible human being. I highly recommend those three: David Goggins, Wes Watson, and Jocko Willink. Go look them up. Watch their motivational talks, their podcast. Amazing human beings. And they're all different in their own right, I like watching people like that. They motivate me. I can only hope to one day be at their level. I know, anything's possible. But they look at things much differently. And until the past several years, when I was younger, I didn't look at things like that. And once you shift your mindset, it can drastically change your world for the better. And I'm still not where I want to be. I should be doing more than I already do. I should always be doing more than I already do. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man, and I'll show you a failure. You should never be thoroughly satisfied. I don't know whose quote that is, but it's a great quote. So yeah, strap your work boots on. If you don't have your work boots, get up and go. Get through it, even if you don't feel like doing it. Every day. Now, if you're really sick, you're super exhausted, rest is essential too, right? Rest is always essential, and don't be ashamed to rest. Some people go hard 100%. They don't believe in resting. To each their own. I feel like you need your rest. This, in all states, for your mental health, your physical fitness, and let your body heal and regenerate. Sleep is essential. Some people can go off 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night. I'm not one of those people. I wish I could be much more productive, but I still average, between 5 and 7 hours a night if I can. It's not the best sleep, honestly, but I still get up by 3:30 most days and go at it. Work out, 10 hours of work. I try to make this content, but just think about it mentally. A lot of people, when they're not feeling good or their day's not going right, they sort of give up. They throw in the towel. You got to shift to that mentality of like, just still crush it. Even if you don't want to do it, even if you're sort of miserable, crush it. And that'll build that experience and foundation. It'll make your mental fortitude get better, right? That's why like military and like different branches, police, troopers, all this, they go through endurance training and stuff, Look at Navy SEALs. I mean, I'm nowhere near these people, but they go through these mental challenges and physical challenges to build that foundation, to harden them, right? There's a reason why they do all that training. And people that get through it, they do have a certain mental fortitude, physical fortitude. They can withstand and they can break, the mind over matter fact. I heard of this training where they have people out in, ice cold water, like when it's really cold out. And then they do a mental trick. They have them get out of the water, strip down their clothes and get back in. And a lot of people won't get back in because mentally they feel like it'll be colder with their clothes off. It's like a mental trick. Oh, I'm not going back in with my clothes off. When in reality, it's the same either way. If you're in your underwear or fully clothed, that water's already soaked onto your clothes. The temperature's not different, right? But mentally, it's a mental trick. And the people that get back in know that, or they go head on into the challenge, right? This, like I said, these people are on a whole other level than me. I can only wish to be there one day. And if I'm not, I'm fine with that too, but I'm going to strive for it. This video is almost 10 minutes. I'm rambling, but you get the gist. Another weekend down. It's Sunday morning, drinking coffee. Gonna run some errands, run around a bit. Maybe do some cardio, and that'll be my weekend. Get another work weekend. Keep trucking, Keep on trucking. Love yous. Take it easy.